everybody gonna get in line and do right.
All right, peace and blessings, assalamu alaikum, shalom, welcome everybody. We are live and are direct, and we got Brother Willie Rivers in the house. Peace and blessings, Brother Willie. Glad to see you, big bro. Today our topic is the so-called American Negro. Who are you really? And before we get into it, we got a little quick test that we're going to do really quick. Let me just get it and pull it up. And Ellie, our sister Ellie over there in the UK, sent it to me and asked me about it. And I got one right and two wrong. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this on Sunday, on the Sunday program, and see what we come up with. Oh, we got Sister Valerie in the house. Peace and blessings, Sister Valerie. We're glad to see you.
Welcome.
All right.
I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays.
And say that again.
Where you been, sis? We didn't run you away, did we? Welcome. Oh, Lordy.
Okay.
She said no. That's good to hear.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so all right. So the thing is, we want you to, the test is to say which person is Black, which person is Caribbean, and which person is African. Okay, so out of the three, let me make it a little bigger for you again. And everybody in the chat, we want y'all to chime in. We all gonna take a test.
Wow, how can you tell if you don't hear him talk?
You gotta be able to look at the picture. Look at the picture. One is an African that lives in Africa. One is a Caribbean that lives in the Caribbean. And one is a Black person that lives in America. That's one of us. So take a little minutes to look at it. And then we'll see who is who. But I'm thinking everybody should be able to pick out which one is the Black person.
Oh, well, I think, you should be,
Everybody should be able to pick that one up.
But I'm gonna tell you, white folk can't choose. When they look at Black people, they don't know which one you are. They just know you're Black.
No, they just know you a nigga. I see nothing but niggas.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know.
Okay, so the top left.
I said African American.
You say African? Okay, write your answers down now.
Okay.
Write your answers down. So Sister Cassie say this is African American. Sister Valerie says this is African.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. This one over here. What is she?
Ooh, I can't tell y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say African. I don't know. I can't tell, but I don't know. Shoot, maybe Caribbean. I don't know. I swear I can't tell.
Come on now, you got to write something. Make your educated guess. Make something.
Oh man. Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is crazy. I have no idea. The bottom is Black. Okay. All three of them black. Ain't all three of them black? I want to say the bottom is African, maybe. I mean, the Caribbean, maybe.
You say the bottom is Caribbean.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So then the one on the right is what?
So the one on the right is African American, maybe.
You say that's African American.
No, wait a minute. No. I think that's the African one. I don't know shit. I don't know. I was thinking the number one was African American because that blonde hair. That's what I was thinking.
Now that's not blonde. That's gray.
Oh, that's gray. I thought it was blonde. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
That's
then
gray.
she gonna be the American one. She gonna be the American. Number one is American, African American. I think. And then number two. I'm thinking that's your African one, maybe?
You say this is African?
I think so. I don't know, though. I'm guessing. And then the last one, I'm going to say maybe Caribbean?
Caribbean?
I don't know. Dude,
Write your answers down. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
All right. Make sure y'all write your answers down. This is picture 1 with the gray hair. This is picture 2 right here. And this is picture 3. Now, all y'all in here, y'all should definitely be able to guess the black person. Everybody should be able to guess the black person without fail. Isaiah, you got your answers written down?
You on mute, Isaiah.
I can't determine who's the nigga, who's the nigga. They all niggas. I can't determine that shit.
You live on a damn island. You should be able
But
to.
what does that? Bro, what does that mean?
You should be able to recognize.
Look, I'll be honest with you. When I first got here 100 years ago, and I was asking some Dominican whether or not I was Dominican or American, or if they saw me in a group of 12 people, whether or not I was, and with one white person, right? You got 13 people, and me, there ought to be like 11 people. But anyway, they said, well, we're gonna think that the white guy is a foreigner, is a gringo, and there you go. We can't determine how we look. It might have been real dark skin. It might be able to say African, but I don't see no dark skinned Sudanese person here, or anybody that might come close to being African with tight nappy hair. You know, I mean, not saying that's the prominent. No, I'm being serious. You think I'm bullshit?
We should that's coming from.
But they got short nappy headed niggas in America, so you can't determine it. I can't determine.
I cannot. Got them in Dominic too. Lord have mercy. Okay, so what is it? Who is it?
Okay, so peace and blessings, Maya. We're glad you're here. Peace and blessings, Earth Angel. We're glad you're here. Peace and blessings, Sister Valerie. We're glad you're here. And peace and blessings, Brother Willie. We're glad you're here. And we are taking the test to see who are these 3 women. You got woman number 1. Is she African, African American, or Caribbean? Woman number 2, what is she? Woman number 3, what is she? So everybody got their answers. So let's go to what they are.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see. Okay, so for my answers I said the lady on the bottom is black. The lady on the top right is African, and the lady on the left is Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
The actual answers is top left, this lady, she's African.
Oh, wow.
This is the African. Top right, she's the Caribbean. She's from Barbados.
Oh, wow.
Bottom, this is the African American.
Oh, wow. I sure messed all that up.
I would have gotten all that wrong. You know what I mean?
I did get it all wrong.
Looks like Valerie got 1 right. She got the lady on the bottom as black as being on the right.
Oh, wow. That is, I have to hear him talk. If I hear him talk, I'd have known.
Valerie got the top left is African, so Valerie got 2 right.
Okay,
Well,
Valerie.
yeah, Valerie got all 3 right.
Oh wow, look at Valerie.
Look
Okay,
at
how do you
you.
know?
Look at you. Go ahead, Val.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could you tell?
How could you tell? Please help enlighten us. What was you looking at? I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's real good. Brother Willie, what did you get? Let's see. Earth Angel says, B1, test the spirit. If there's 1,000 snakes coming down the hill, what are you going to do? If 1,000 snakes coming down the hill, you have the ability to kill all 1,000, go ahead and kill them all.
Blow them up. Huh? They look like their culture, really.
Oh, wow.
How?
Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
They look like their culture, really?
Let's blow this up. I want to explore that for a little bit.
I know. I was like, well, shoot, I can't tell that. But
Yeah.
okay, there you go. Okay, huh?
Oh, Brother Willie said he got all 3 wrong.
I did too, Brother Willie. Don't feel bad, honey. I can't tell unless they talk. Their wife, they can't tell us apart unless we talk. Wow. Okay. I still don't see how you said 2 is the Caribbean. Huh.
Now, this one on number 2, she does look like, she can be from, the islands there,
Yeah.
Yeah. But what made me get her as being African American is I looked at this one and was like, I haven't even seen nobody in America that looks like her, So I say no.
Who said a crooked wig? Which one got a crooked wig? Earth Angel said which one got the crooked wig? Oh my God. I've never seen African women with white hair. That's why that got me, because number one, I've never seen African women hair look like that. They would never wear that like that. They would never wear it out gray. I've never seen an African woman with gray hair. Never.
Wow.
Never. Usually they cover that up with a wig or something, but that's why it kind of got me. That's why I thought African American, because we'll wear ours like that here, but not over there. I've never seen them with their hair gray.
Yeah,
so that's what kind of got me.
That either. But once I can determine that the top 2 wasn't us, then it was just an easy road to pick the last one as being one of us. And that's how I got that one right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I looked at her nose. I looked at, imagine her, speaking and the way she has her mouth set. So I'm like, yeah, I can see that being one of us more than I can see the other 2.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
So we got our first test.
That was good. That was good.
Boy, I tell you, Valerie, you got us with that one, because I wasn't expecting
that was good.
All right, and you come on and you do a home run.
Yep, got them all right. Yeah, that was good though. That was good.
Yep. Excellent. All right. So now let's go to the so-called American Negro. Now, we had last week when Brother Isaiah introduced us to this term Negro, or he introduced us to Negro land. And in Negro land, this is a part of Africa where the, what do you call them people? The Spanish and the Portuguese, is it? Am I correct, Brother Isaiah? Spanish and Portuguese?
Yes. But also in the Middle East, where Israel was.
That's what they said.
Israel is. So all of those people were transported to the west coast of Africa.
Right.
So let me do this. So let me ask, Sister Cassie, do you categorize yourself as Negro? Do you categorize?
You know what? No, I characterize myself. No, I characterize myself as Hebrew.
As Hebrew? Okay.
As what now?
Hebrew.
Oh, Hebrew. Okay.
Israelite.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So,
But
what?
I have
Okay.
read that back in the day, and I don't know what year the maps was made, but back in the day, there was an area, the Ivory Coast, Ghana, was called the Negro land. And that's where a lot of times they say a lot of the slaves came from, that Negro area, the Negro land, because a lot of them ran. And it wasn't even Africans. They were more or less Hebrews, Israelites that went into that area, running from the middle, what they call the Middle East, which is still part of Africa, into the Negro land. And that's where a lot of them were picked up from.
Okay. So when you say you categorize yourself as Hebrew, right? So which part of Africa did the Hebrew come from?
They came from the Ivory Coast area, Ghana, but they were ran out of. And I'm gonna just do because 70 AD, they talks about the how it all happened and how it all ran. They came from Israel. They came from Israel and they were chased off the land and they ran into the Ivory Coast. Blow it up a little more, and I'm gonna blow up mine over here. Ivory Coast, the Negro land. Hold on, let me do something.
I don't want to butt in, but go to your WhatsApp, Brother Marie, because I sent you a very old map that showed Negro land and the Kingdom of Judah and all that. It's like two of them. So if you can do that, please, go on ahead.
All right. Well, hold on, because I'm gonna have to go to a different screen for that. So, okay, I'm gonna stop sharing so I can go pull that up. Is it somewhere easily for me to find, or I got to go search?
Just put in Negro land and it should pop up for you.
Oh,
yeah, it's not. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Negro land. And it came up. That's what I did. I put in Negro land and it came up. I don't know what year this map was, but I love my wife. I'm gonna go into another map too, Negro land. Hold on. I love my white shoes. I love my red shoes. Cheque la canción. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. My pink shoes. I love you too. My big shoes.
Did you find it, Sister Cassie? Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna share screen and y'all let me know, is this the map that y'all looking at? Is that the kind of map that y'all looking at, that this is saying this is Negro land?
Here, let me see if I can share it with you. Hold on, let me see.
Can you bring it up a little closer?
Yeah, bring it up a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's better. But if we need to zoom out or in, do that.
Here, let me just show you. Let me just show you what it is here. Because I don't see is that saying Negro land on it?
Yeah, it says Negro land on it.
Okay.
It's right here, Negro land.
Okay.
No, but I want to make sure y'all accepting this map before we go into more. You want to share yours, Sister Cassie, or what?
I just sent it to you.
You sent it to me? Okay.
I did.
Okay, hold on, let me stop sharing.
I mean, but you could have kept that one up there if you could see it. Doesn't
I
matter.
mean, maybe yours is a little bit better.
It's the same map. I just pulled it up and I said, what area was Negro land? And it's bigger, but it's still, it's like, I was trying to see more of the names. Chicago and Melli, and it's just a lot of little. Is that? Did you see it?
Yeah, it's the same map.
It's the same thing. Is it clearer or no? Because if you go into your own, it's still not showing you the names of the cities and stuff. I mean, I have it blown up, but it's not really showing me the names.
Yeah, and let me see. Okay, let me try it this way. Okay. So is that any better?
Yeah, that's even better. It's colored. So
Oh, okay. Can you blow it up? Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe that'll be better. We're just trying to see the little names in there. Doesn't really let us see the names, does it?
Mm-mm. It won't let me.
Let me see if I can see. Hold on.
It won't let me get it no bigger. So this part looks like this is saying this is the Sahara Desert. This part is green part is Negro land.
Uh-huh.
And this is for Guinea.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I have that map up. Yeah, I got the same map.
Okay.
yeah, but you gotta take into consideration from the green area above Negro land all the way down to Guinea was all occupied by the Portuguese Jews who were being ordered, and the Spanish Jews were being ordered out of. Hold on for this. I hate to mute it. We were being ordered out of Portugal and Spain based upon the Manuelian doctrine or order. So that whole area from Negro land on down was occupied by those Jews. Not only that, the upper part of it. You can't bring that up, can you?
What? You want me to do what?
You see another green area?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
this one here?
Yeah. So when you're looking at that, you gotta take in consideration. This is northern part of Africa, somewhere close to Libya and all of those present day countries. But when you are looking at the Middle East and Israel, as we know her to be today, which is really in Northeast Africa, all of those Jews were coming through. They just didn't stop and into the Negroland area and Guinea area. They were being dispersed, but the vast majority were sent down and transported to the west coast of Africa. The west coast of Africa, and the fact that uh, the Manuelian order and the King of Portugal, King John, all of the people, and King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, they were death on getting rid of those Jews out of Portugal and Spain. And once they did that, they were able to take over the vast trading and commerce and banks that our forefathers had. Man, this is not no joke, man. This is some real deep shit. And the fact that it is so, like I was saying on my show last night.
Hold on, brother Isaiah. Hold
okay.
on. I don't want to get off topic.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So again, this part of the map is what is called Negro land. Sister Cassie, you identify yourself as being Hebrew. Which part of Africa did you come from? or that you identified? Whichever
When
way
we
you want.
say that we came from, a lot of them came from the Jerusalem, Holy Land, in the 70 AD. They said, now this is what they say, the 70 AD. They said they were pushed out of land, and they all ran into Ghana, the West African part of it, which was Ghana. Give me some other land, like the Ivory Coast, I'm thinking. And this is what they were saying, this is what I've read.
So,
And they
Sister
said
Cassie, are you saying the what that they actually fled out of Egypt?
they well, that was way back. That was before, okay? But
Okay.
when they came into the Holy Land, or what they call the Holy Land, which is the Sahara Desert, I do believe that that's the modern day where it is. That's why I believe, okay? But they came from, in 70 AD, they were, chased out of the land because they were, taken, captives. They chased them out of the land, and they went into and mixed in with the Africans, which is two different cultures. That's Ham and Shemite. You got the Hamites and the Shemites, which are two totally different cultures, and they mixed in, and that's that was at Ivory Coast in the Ghana area, and that's where they were mostly captured, in that area. New Guinea, I think is it Guinea or somewhere up in there, and that's where they were captured. That's what I've read. Okay, I wasn't there, so I'm just saying that's what we were told.
So let me ask you, since you brought that part up, the Hamites and the
Shemites and the Hamites.
Yeah. Now, the Hamites were supposedly cursed black. Are you saying
I
that?
don't know. That's not what I'm. Well, no, I don't believe that. I believe that the Hamites are the Africans, and you have the Shemites, which is the Israelites. Okay, you have two different blacks, two different cultures. And even when you go to Africa, you can see the Hamites are the ones that don't grow. They don't grow facial hairs. Okay, and the Shemites are the Israelites. They grow facial hairs, and you have them in Nigeria. You have them. It's just, well, you have to understand they're throughout the four corners now. But back in the day, they went into that Ivory Coast area, and that's where a lot of the majority of the slaves came from that was taken into the Americas.
So just to make sure I'm clearly understanding you, because I don't grow a beard. I don't, I've never done, never will. So that would indicate that I'm Hamite.
If you was over there, and a lot of them over there don't grow facial hairs. They don't grow any facial hairs. Even the babies are bald. A lot of them are bald. You'll see a lot of different cultures of Africans that are bald headed. They have they don't grow hair on their heads. The little kids, you see the little bald head. They don't grow hair, and they don't grow facial hairs. But you see a lot of the Israelites babies, they grow facial hairs and they grow hair. So that's just what I've noticed when I was there.
But when you're saying they grow it, are you saying that the hair does grow, it just gets cut?
What I'm saying is the hair does not grow. No, their hair does not grow. It does not grow. Those are the Hamites. Now, when you're talking about the curse, I think he cursed the Canaanites. I don't know if the Canaanites or Hamites. I don't know who, but this is what the biblical part of it says, that they were Canaanites and they were Hamites, but that's just what what they say. So I don't know. I wasn't there. But
so
go ahead.
The Hamites were the one that was cursed black. But what I wanted to just clarify, so I make sure I understand what you're saying, is that the people over there who are Hamites or the other one?
Hamites or Shemites. I believe that. And then you have to understand that blacks today were cursed also over there because of the simple fact that's why they had to leave out of the land. They were chased out of the land, and because they were being disobedient. They had other false gods, so it's not just the Hamites, it's black folk across the world have been cursed.
But what
a known fact.
But what I'm trying to zero in, because I've never heard that their hair on their head, you're saying, is that it doesn't grow. They don't got to worry about cutting it. It just doesn't grow.
It doesn't grow. It doesn't grow.
So this is a natural thing that their hair doesn't grow.
It's a natural thing. It's a natural thing that their hair does not grow.
Wow. I never heard that before.
Have you been
Heard that.
talking to some in the culture wise, and I met a lot of Africans, and a lot of them didn't grow. Even
Isaiah,
their
mute your
babies
mic because I
were,
can't hear what Cassie's saying. Mute your mic.
even their babies were bald. They grow. They have a little bit of hair, but they're not like this. They're not growing hair like this. You have to understand, there was two different types of black folk over there. There were two different types. Noah's, wasn't it Noah's son, Hamites, Shemites, and then you had Japheth. But the Shemites and the Hamites were two different cultures, and they mixed in. That's why they were able to run into and mix with the Africans. That's why they were mixed in. And a lot of people say, "Well, I'm not African." Well, the whole continent was African, but you have to understand that you had some Israelites that running away from, they were being captured. So now this is a story you can read. It's in the Bible. It talks about it. How they came out of Egypt. Not even Egypt. The Egypt part was way back, way before. Okay, but the 70. I'm talking about 70 A.D. when they came from Jerusalem into the west part of Africa, which they called Negro land.
So because like I say, I've never heard that before, so I'm just trying to make sure I get a current day understanding. Is when you were over there the last time, or one of the times you were there, and you saw these people, their hair on the top of their heads don't grow. They've never grown hair.
Their hair,
they have
BDB. They don't have like this. I'm talking about like hair. That they have their hair, even for the kids, are like, they have a little bit, like beanie beads. I'm not being funny. I'm just saying their hair is very, it's hard to grow. And I've even heard of some Africans say that about their hair. And that's what my question was when I heard somebody say it. They were, that's what they were talking about. Of their kids, their hair does not grow like that. And then as far as the men, their facial hair does not grow like that. But the Israelites do. And it's two different cultures there. People don't understand that. They think they were selling Africans. They were selling Israelites, Hebrews that mixed in with them, that came from their land, and they mixed in with them. Those are the ones that they were selling to America, or the Portuguese, and then the Portuguese sent them out to Americas and the Caribbeans and all that. But a lot of them came from Africa, but they were the Israelites and the Hebrews.
So then, okay, I'm gonna get off of that. Because I'm gonna have to
not based on race, but based on culture. Okay, well, that's what you say. I'm just telling you what my, so I told you everybody believes different things. So everybody's not gonna, believe the same thing, Isaiah. So I'm telling you what I read. So I wasn't there and you wasn't there either. I'm just saying what people have said and what I've read.
Okay. So where did you read that at?
It's in the Bible.
Okay, well, I think we probably talking about a different thing. I'm talking about with the hair not growing, and
this is what Africans are saying. The Africans, that's what they say. Because I asked them, because I noticed it, and I asked them, and that's what they said. They said the Africans. That's what they said. I'm going by what they told me, because I'm over there looking at it, and I'm like, well, you can even pull it up. I'm sure different pictures where you'll see them with very bald. Even on the commercials, you'll see the babies with the bald head that they don't, their hair is not growing. And then you can see the ones that came from Israel, and that's what they told me. So I'm going by who lives there, what they said. So I'm just saying what I heard. So I don't know, but that's what they told me.
That's what they told you. Okay, perfect. I thought you had read it somewhere as well. Okay, so dealing with Negro land, right? This map, does it have a date on it? Says Cassie, does your map have a date on it? That when that map was made?
I was just looking for that. I didn't see a date on it at all. No, let me see.
Well, most definitely, it happened after 1492 when the Inquisition started and the expulsion. So I would say about maybe 1520, somewhere around there, in the early 1500s to the late 1500s. I don't know, but it's in that area, and it's definitely after 1492.
Right. And
So they
so
were saying well, it's saying on here 1747. I don't know if that's true or not.
1747.
For
Okay.
1747, the map, the new.
1747. Okay. And so
It could have been
understand.
before then though, because they're saying the new accurate. So it could have been before then. You know, these people change stuff all the time.
Right. So then we could let's say this: the latest that it was made was 1747. The earliest that it could have been made is what, 1492.
Could have been.
We can say that.
Could have been.
All right. So then the next question has to be, who made this map?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
Because in my understanding, that the map was made between the Portuguese and the Spaniards. They were the map makers.
Well, they said it's Emmanuel Bowman, who was a British man. Now this is and it was a 1747 map.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1747. All right. And
Well,
this is a British guy.
It was a British guy.
All right. Now, when did the word, or are we all in agreement that Africans didn't call themselves Negro? Are we in agreement to that?
That didn't happen. Well, let me explain, so I can give you a little background here from what I read and for all of the evidences that I looked at. Right, in 70 AD, Titus took control of Jerusalem and tore it down. Right, after expelling those Jews, they were transported to Spain and Portugal, where they stayed for about a little over 1,000 years, or a little bit more than that, whatever the case may be. From there and before that time, you got to look at. I'm sorry. Uh, Once they got to Spain and Portugal, the Jews there were living in a village better known as Negro village in Portugal. And so there was a Hebrew. I don't what if he was a warrior or something, but he became the chief rabbi of the black Jews. And I really don't want to say separate those two because it's one and the same. His name was Yahya. He is the one that changed their surname to Negro, and that I'm not. I don't want to take a guess as to when that happened, but it was long before 1492, right? And so after that, there was a lot of pride in the color of the Jews, and they were so dominant in the commerce and banking and all of that.
Because I want you to stay on topic.
Yeah,
You're saying, right, listen, you're
yeah.
saying that some other black guy came around and he took over the name Negro and started being proud and being Negro, right?
Now you're watering it down.
Now,
This guy was. Hold
you
on,
don't
but
need
this
to
guy
fluff
was
it.
a
Just say
Hebrew.
what it is.
Well, I was trying to do that, sir.
Well, I'm summing it up for you. You're saying that some black guy took the word Negro and said, "I'm gonna be proud of it, and we're gonna start being Negro."
Well, it's not PC, but you're sliding.
It's just
how
a
do you say it?
fact. Did he take the name and say and use it
Well,
as a
they
proud
took
thing or
they
not?
took. Well, wait a minute, bro.
We ain't got
I
all
get
that kind of time
I
to
get.
be waiting around.
Well,
We just
well,
giving
we,
you a yes or no.
it's only a little over half an hour. We got
Right.
2 hours,
You got a lot of
but I'm not
places to
gonna.
hit.
But I'm not. Yeah, I
You got a
know
lot
that,
of
sir.
places to hit. So I'm not gonna be taking
So
all
you're
day with
interrupting
make
me
points.
by wasting minutes. So let me explain. Very
You got
simple.
go
In
ahead. You
two
better hit
minutes
it
or
and hit
3
it
minutes.
quick.
Okay. So there was a guy, like I stated on my show last night, by the name of Yaya. He was very warlike and the tradition of the Jews. He did not tolerate a lot of shit, to make it more plain. He took the surname Negro, right? And after that, it was associated only with the Jews of Spain and Portugal. From there and after the exposition and explosion, of the Jews from Spain and Portugal, that name carried over to what was known as Negro land, that King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella and the Manuelan order took, for lack of a better way of saying it, advantage of where they were. Now the
Okay.
normal
Now,
hold on, let me say this
what
last one.
you said
Let me
just
say,
hold on a minute.
bro, let me say
Stop,
this last
stop,
one. The
stop.
Negro African did not take the name of Negro until the 1560. Before that time,
Mhm.
sir, the only people who were called Negro were the Jews.
Okay. So basically, what is the same way that Tupac took the word nigger and changed it to Nigga, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, is the same way Isaiah is saying this dude took the word Negro and made it into something that, yeah, we're going to ride with it and do it. So the question that I asked was, did the black people on Africa, on the continent, did they call themselves African? Did they call themselves Negro? That
That
is the
didn't happen
question.
until 1560, sir.
Bro, stop. Did they call themselves Negro? And the answer is no. The black people on the continent of Africa did not call themselves Negro. The cracker, the Portuguese cracker, they came up with the word, the word Negro. We can go over here to the etymology of the word Negro and see, as they're saying 1550, member of black-skinned race of Africa, from Spanish or Portuguese, Negro, black, from the Latin, dark, darkable, spade, dusty, applied to the night storm of the complexion, figuratively, gloomy, unlucky, bad, wicked, right? So they're taught, when you go to the etymology of the word, it talks about the meaning, it talks about when it was created. We were not calling ourselves Negro when we were on the continent. We just wasn't. The cracker is the person that made the maps. So if they're coming to West Africa, where they continue to, because the above that, where you had up here, now Isaiah introduced to us where he said, well, we were putting white folks in slavery and we were doing to them worse than what they did to us. And that's a lie. These Africans that were up here, the barbarians are what they called, they were taking, they kidnap anybody and make you a slave. But their making you a slave was not how this cracker did to us. It just wasn't. When they made you their slave, because they robbed your ships, or you was on it, or you were in war and you got captured, they didn't do to them what white folks did to us. That never happened. That never happened. So the whites that were enslaved, they weren't mistreated. They wasn't brutally beat. They wasn't worked from can't see morning to can't see night. They didn't suffer what we suffered. They were able to be purchased back, to get out of slavery, to get out of being captured. They were able to be paid, and then they're okay, yeah, you can free them, you can take them. America, or the 13 colonies at that time, were buying people back that were being captured. Also during this time, the 13 colonies were making, what do you call that? Agreements with the quote unquote pirates not to take our ships, not to fight our ships. And when the slave trade started, the transatlantic slave trade, they didn't want, the white folks didn't want no Muslims in the 13 colonies, didn't want the Muslims in the new land as no slave, because they knew what they were dealing with, the Muslims that were taking their ships, that was beating them in war. And so this is why you hear, we don't hear nobody praying. The children didn't hear nobody praying. Why? Because they were being dealt with. So they had to remove any understanding of the word Allah, any of the understanding of your culture, because they didn't want to have to deal with the fight. And again, when somebody else, just like they said, you nigger, nigger this, nigger this, nigger this, nigger that, and you be nigger all day long, you didn't call yourself a nigger. They are the ones that first called you nigger, and the title stick. In the title stick, it wasn't such that no, it didn't happen, or no, they didn't use these names on you, or you just woke up one day and said, I'm gonna call myself Negro. No, that's what they applied to you. Like you call yourself now Mr. Green, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Lakes. That ain't your name. That's their name that they stuck on you. And why is it important for us to know that we ain't no Negro? We're not Negro. You ain't Negro with the little N, and you ain't Negro with the big N. Why is that important? Because the power to define. When you can define for yourself who you are, now you're taking freedom. This is why I asked, Sister Cassie, how do you define yourself? Because me, I define myself as Black. That's how I define myself. Some will say, well, when we're looking at this map, dear brother, show me Black land. Where on this map do you see any part of the land that's called Black land? And I would say to them, well, that's easy. That's easy, because you're looking at just this. Let me make it a little smaller. All of this over here, this over here, this over here, this over here, all of this, even in these waters, all of this is Black land. All of it is Black land. You, we, us, the original people on this planet, all of this, all of it belongs to us. All of it belongs to us. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that we are the Asiatic Black man and Black woman. Because at one time, all of this, all of it was considered Asia. And the first people to walk these lands are us. So I'm not going to point out to you Libya is black land, Algeria, Tunisia, South Africa, because you got to know you own all of it. All of it. Now, I'm working on a lecture that I'm going to do on here. And do you know that all these white folk up in here, Russia, Ukraine, all of this, Japan, the Japanese, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, all of this, they are dying because of their birth rate. Japan, critically low birth rate. Zero.
All of them dying that don't look like us.
And this is not something that black people decide, let's go poison everybody except for us.
Nope.
This is the God.
Yep.
Putting a period.
Taking it back to yep. Taking it back black.
This is the God.
Yep.
Doing this. I just happened to discover it by being curious. And it started with me searching out Japan. I don't know why, but that's where the curiosity started. And I said, damn, they had a critically low birth rate. And I said, well, what about China? What about Indonesia? What about the Philippines? All of them. God has put a period to their existence. But over here, the birth rate is flourishing. There's no period. It's booming. Why is that? Why is that? Now, we got black people over here, France, Ireland, Denmark. We got black people over here, UK. Now, because they are around these crackers, their birth rate isn't as high as those down here that's on the continent. When you look over to here, to us over here in America, our birth rate is not as high as it is over here on the continent. But our birth rate is higher than the cracker. It's higher than theirs. Why? See, everything goes back to the original. Everything goes back to the original. You don't have an ending. Like you don't have a beginning. Your beginning is with the Creator himself. So you don't have an ending. And you make sure when you see the little link come up, and we're talking about the populations of all these people, and I show you that your enemies are dying out because the God has done this. He has done this. And it's done for you. For you. Because you don't understand your importance. This is why we got to clean up and get ready to rule. This is why. And this is why I don't like no bullshit to be coming to you to make you think less than who you really are. Because if you can't conceive it, you'll never be able to do it. You'll never be able to do it. Your origination ain't come to the point of what this cracker has called you, that's not your origination. Your origination is in the essence of our God. And this is something that we have to be proud of and begin living up to. Period, point blank. These weak motherfuckers, they wish they were you because they know their end. They know their end. That's why you see these damn white girls want to be with the black man, because you impregnate her and she goes on into the future. Stop it. Stop it. We don't need them going on into the future. Because what they going to bring with them? What they going to bring? Sister Cassie, what these motherfuckers going to bring with them into the future?
What they always bring: death, trauma, rage, anger. That's what they always bring. And this is why you have so many commercials with our men and white women. But you have to understand, a whole lot of them, they with these black guys, but it's hard for them to get pregnant even now. So the curse is still carrying over.
Mm-hmm.
The curse is still, they think what they think, they're going to white them out. They think after, 3 generations, they're going to white them out, and just like they did in Australia. But that's not, that time is done. That time is done. That time is done.
Exactly. And let me tell you, I see it every day. These white folks come up there, the white folks, the Asians, they come with trying to get this IVF treatment, crying because it costs so much damn money. And you see stream after stream of black women coming to get their depot shot. Coming to get the damn depot shot. And you can see in the face of the white women when they standing around and they say, because black women loud if you ain't got their shot ready. You ain't got my depot shot? They give, and everybody gonna know what they there for. And you see the white women turning red thinking, this nigga coming up here for a depot shot to kill, and I'm trying to have a baby and I can't even have one. And she complaining about a damn depot shot. You can see it. And I just stand back and say, Lord have mercy. We watching God's hand right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. And they can't stand it. They can't stand it. But it's a beautiful day for us.
It's a beautiful thing. They hate everything about a black woman. They wish they was us so bad they can't stand to look at our beautiful black behinds. They can't stand it. Ooh, they just cringe, and then they have a black guy, and they look at you, and you look at them, and you know they ain't got nothing because I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're gonna bypass that one, but I'm just saying, they just, you be like, sis, it's okay for now. It's okay for now. And then they hate them black babies.
Oh,
they don't like the black woman. But you got a piece of the black woman in you. Okay. I'm just saying, you got the piece of blackness in you. Exactly. But you don't like black women. So, but you finna have a black baby. And then the dude is finna leave that black baby with that dysfunctional white woman.
Come on.
To abuse that baby. And her family gonna abuse them. They're not even thinking about what they doing. Now we're gonna have half-breeds who's demon possessed, who gonna act just like the mammies because they part of Satan's seed. And people don't understand who they really are because they come to kill, steal, and destroy. He told you, you will know them by their fruits. Exactly. Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy? When they was burning that black man, hanging him, burning him, who did you see smiling up at him?
Say that.
Y'all better understand what you're dealing with. Y'all think you got something? You got a piece of trash. You done went to the dumpster and got a piece of trash. Then you're making mutts and want to call them Hebrews. No, those are not God's chosen nothing. He don't have no mixed nothing. He don't have no mutts. No,
not whatsoever.
Yeah,
and you
argue because they mix. They still black. They're mutts. You don't see two German shepherds. You don't have a German shepherd in the pit bull, what they call mutts, right? Okay. Who did you see smiling? Look at that little joke up there. Where the little white girl at? The one with the white girl, just like she was like, oh my God. Who does that? Those are not real people. And you ain't gonna tell me it's not a curse with them women. Cause then y'all slop, y'all I just can't. Y'all suck and spit and other parts. With them nasty beasts who don't even wash their behinds.
Look at them. They happy to be here.
Oh, they look at, they glad to take that picture. Look at them. Ooh, they glad to take that picture, honey. They smiling because they know we're going to get a piece of them as soon as we cut them down. I'm going to take a finger, one going to take an arm, one going to take a leg. They may eat it or they may save it. But these are what kind of people. Look at the brother, the second picture with him laying on the ground. How they looking at him. They really want a piece of him. You get a finger, I get a toe, you get a nail. Them demons, those are demons. Only demons do that. Only demons can look at a human burning flesh like that and smile.
Exactly.
Now they got to pay the price for it. You think their kids not paying the price for that? All them people there, their kids paying price for it. You're gonna pay a high price messing with the chosen. That's a high price right there. And every last one of them standing there, their kids and their children's children suffered today because what they did to that brother there.
There's no way.
Yes, their seeds are roaming around. They're hybrids. People don't understand those are hybrids. Those are the Nephilim seeds. People don't understand that. Go up on it and find out the Nephilims, who they really were. Those are Satan seeds. Now you're creating hybrids with them women. Men, that's what you create with demons. Those are demons. Ain't nothing good about them. Nothing. Make them mad and see what happened to you.
Exactly.
Make them mad and see what happened to your ass. See, don't they call the police on you? See, don't you go to jail? See, don't you die by the police hands? Because she said you slapped her. And she knows she can use that as a defense. And you could possibly die or go to jail for a very long time without even touching her. The black boy kissed the white girl that she said he raped her. No evidence, got 12 years. What are you doing? Exactly. What are you doing? But y'all not scared. You're gonna keep on messing with them demons. Keep on messing with them. What the black guy say? I'd rather sleep with a dog, a white dog. He said white one at that, than sleep with a black woman. Where he at today? That white dog that he wanted to sleep with killed him. The white dog that he wanted to sleep with killed him. And possibly will get away with it. But y'all keep on looking up putting these white women on pedestals. These demons. You walking behind them. Seen the brother the other day. He had a big old Neanderthal. What the hell? She was, I don't know, he had to be 6 feet. I don't know, 6'2". He walking behind her. What are you doing? What are you doing? You was proud you had a piece of trash over a black woman. That's your sadness. Go ahead, I read.
Shame.
It's just a shame. They think they got something.
Exactly.
They think they got something. You done dug through the trash. The nastiest piece of trash. You know the trash that you pick up and you see all the brown stuff, you got the nastiest piece of trash.
Exactly.
And you got the nerves to be sleeping with that woman, want to put her up on a pedestal, and then you want to brag about how you married that piece of nothing. You wouldn't even marry a black woman that was 100 pounds, 200 pounds, but you'll go out there and get a damn 400-pound white woman. 400 pounds. And you proud. You need to be shaming yourself. You'll get one, you 26, and she look like she 90. The one I said, I'm gonna show you. I think I showed you that picture of that black guy. He was 26 when he got with this woman, 61, looking like a snake, looking like a wrinkled up the Sandman. Remember the Sandman?
Exactly.
Looking like a piece of sand. What in the world? And you excited about that? You need to be ashamed of yourself. You're a traitor among your race.
Exactly.
You wouldn't even marry an ugly black woman. You go get one that look like a snake. Look like Satan's child, his wife. And you got the nerves to be laying up with her. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. But you're getting ready to find out. You're getting ready to get your wake-up call.
Very quickly.
You're ready to get that wake-up call, bro.
You know, brother Williams says that I refuse to get on the elevator alone with a white woman.
You bet not.
Yeah, I
You
was
bet
at
not.
I was at work one day and I told the brother, because me and him was on the elevator and the white woman got on and we were
Get off.
walking. I told him, I said, brother, you know the most dangerous place for a black man is to be on the elevator with a white woman. It don't end good.
Never.
It don't end
Never.
good.
Never.
It doesn't.
That's forbidden fruit. And y'all touching that forbidden fruit.
Exactly.
And most of them that die like that, they've been with white women and they done said some nasty stuff. Remember about the black guy, the OnlyFans man who didn't with him?
Yes.
He was disgusted by black, but I blame his parents for that. They teach them kids that in them, you know, Nigeria and all them places not to mess with black women, right? But you're gonna train him to mess with his murderer, and he got murdered by her, which is so unfortunate. Then you had Peter Lynn. What was that boy named? Peter somebody. Spencer, who went out hunting with him. They was his friends. His wife told him don't go. He went and got shot 9 times in the back, and they said it was self-defense. Really? Oh, I'm running away from you? You're a threat because I'm running away? But y'all gonna learn to listen to black folk. Y'all gonna learn to listen to us black women. We've been telling y'all, leave them creatures alone. Those are not humans. Those are not humans. We'll find out. Keep on messing with them.
Exactly. And talk about, Sis Cassie, I want to ask you, since you brought this part up, why is it that these parents think that if they get their child with a white person, that they actually have gotten something that's better than a black person?
They brainwashed and they traitors themselves. They coons themselves. They love them some white folk. Oh, they love some white folk. You go to Africa, they don't even look at the black women. They looking at the white women coming there on tears because they want that money. They want that visa. They want to be, but they'll tell them, we're not bringing you over here. Not bringing you back. But that's brainwashing. Why we send them to their schools and knowing, and we see them get traumatized in these schools when it's all white. But they can come to our schools and we treat them just as good because that's not who we are. But you'll sit up there and send your black child, to an all-white school, Ruby Bridges, and got abused. Got abused.
How long do you think? Because she was a really young child.
She was 6.
Shit.
She's 6. She was 6, and that woman still ain't over that stuff. That was traumatizing for her. Can you imagine never getting over that? Never getting over that. Never. Then you had a black woman who she went through it. They showed her on Facebook or probably TikTok, and her and the white woman friends now today. Ain't you crazy? Ain't you a crazy fool?
Ain't no way.
They got a group of them black girls, went to a high school. They were supposed to meet up at a certain spot, and she happened not to get the message because her phone wasn't working right. So she gets off the bus and you got a crowd of white folk, and she saw the National Guards. She told the National Guards here to protect us. They wasn't there to protect her. They was there to keep her out. Them crackers taunted her. And the white woman, the biggest mouth, her and the white woman end up becoming friends over the years. Ain't no way in the world I wanted to be friends with that woman. She couldn't even call me and say nothing.
I don't see how you could trust her to be your friend.
Exactly. But that's how brainwashed we are. We think we'll be friends with them, and they'll tell you it's hard for me to be friends with black folk. They got you trained like that. They got you thinking that your own ain't hitting on nothing. They got you believing that you could trust them, and they stab you in the back. They stabbing you in the back, and you sitting up there glad to hang out with them by yourself. You done gone crazy. Let's not forget the one that went to the sleepover. The black woman went to sleepover. Still, her murder still ain't found. Let that have been a black woman. Let that have been a white woman that was with a group of black women. All them black women would have got arrested.
Oh yeah,
all of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, every last one of them. And then the little 6-year-old they just killed. We just found out she was missing for 25 years. The girl, the girl was what, 16? So she killed a girl when she was little. And they still ain't arrested. 25 years later, still ain't arrested her. But y'all keep on being friends with them. Keep on being friends with them.
Hold on, back up. What you just say?
Yeah, this little black. I'm gonna try to find it. Lord, please, I hope I can find it. She was 6 years old. Her mom was going through something, and she had a brother, her and her brother. But she happened to go to this white family, right? Now, why would you say why? Way back, this was like in God, when was it? She was just 24 years later. So I guess it was back in 2000. I'm thinking, right? She was 6. Now they said they saw her out walking by herself late at night in a storm. I don't know what happened. She's 6, had her backpack on, and then they seen a green car, which is one of the sister's cars who picked her up. The sister, whatever happened, the girl came up missing, right? So the sister that killed her was at a party getting drunk and had admitted killing her. Her sister was there and told her shut up. Now it's people in the party heard about it, right? Still no arrest. So it's 20-some years later. They still have not arrested that family. Still have not arrested that girl. I'm gonna try to find it. Lord, let me find this. Lord, let me find it.
I need you to find that one.
I think I sent it to you, Maurice. Hold on. I think I sent it to you. I'm gonna see. Look on your page. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
They killed that girl, honey, and still today nothing. Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna show it to you. It's on your page. I'm gonna show it again here.
Okay.
I just sent it to you here. I'm showing it here. Let me see if I'll be able to do it. Let me see if I can go in here and get it. It's called The White Family Killed Black Child and Hid It for 25 years. I'm going to try to send it to you. Open out. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Here it is. When I read that, I was like, what in the world? This family got away with murder. Here it is. You got it? I just sent it to you. She was 6 years old. And the girl that killed her was married to a black guy. So he knew about it.
What?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks to all my subs and supporters who watch, like, share, and comment on the videos. It's greatly appreciated. Anybody who would like to support the channel, the link to my book, The N-Word is No Secret in the Service, is in the description of every video. We also have the Runaway Slave store, link in the description. Go grab yourself a souvenir or something like that. Let's cook. Okay, people, let's talk about a 9-year-old black child in the state of North Carolina, Shelby, North Carolina, to be exact. She went missing in the year 2000. Okay. They say that she left her home on February 14th of the year 2000, on that day that they call Valentine's Day in America, in the early hours during a storm. Asia Degree left her home. Okay. She went outside walking, early hours. It's dark outside. People, I have no clue why this 9-year-old child was out walking. Okay. She's out walking during a storm. And after that, on February 14th, 2000, she was never seen again. Gone without a trace. Family's been looking for her since the year 2000. Heavy boots on the ground looking for this child. Never seen again. 25 years, people. I believe that she will be 34 years of age today, or she is 34 years of age today, because there is no trace, okay? And people, to be honest with you, I don't think that they will find her, you know? And I do believe that this family of white supremacists right here, this family called the Dedmans, they took Asia Degree's life. This is what I strongly believe from looking into this. These people are parents, Roy Lee Dedman and Connie Elliott Dedman, okay? These are the parents. They have daughters. They have 3 daughters. At the time that this happened to Asia Degree, they had 3 daughters, ages 14, 15, and 16. In the year 2000, these 3 girls were this age, okay? Now, people, I get the names and ages mixed up. These girls are Lizzie Dedman Foster, Sarah Gwen Dedman Capel, and Anna Lee Dedman Ramirez, okay? Now, people, these girls are pretty much the same age, 14, 15, and 16. Of course, they are all adults now. at the time in the year 2000, that was their age, okay? So, you know, by the time you're an adult, 14, 15, you're all the same age, okay? Now, these people, the Dedmans, the parents and these daughters, they do okay for themselves. They own properties, have real estate. They had, at this time, they had 2 assisted living facilities, maybe even more today, okay? And since this thing happened, there have been a few things that went down, which links this family, these Dedman people, to the disappearance or the murder of Asia Degree, okay? Now, first, it was reported that Asia was last seen being pulled into a car. The car was a green Thunderbird type car. Now, this car that somebody reported seeing her either going into or being pulled into was owned by the Dedman family. This was a car that they used sometime to transport patients from their assisted living facility to the hospital and things like that, okay? And the father eventually gave this car to one of his daughters. This car is still around to this day, okay? Also, people, there was a bag found on the highway in the year of 2001, okay? In this bag, Asia Degree's items were discovered. Now, it was her book bag, and they discovered a double-bagged garbage bag, okay, on the side of Highway 18 in Burke County. That's the county that this happened in. One of these items was an undershirt, which contained a hair stem sample, okay? DNA from these items that were in this bag, Asia Degree's backpack, okay, and other items that were in this bag. A worker who was working on the highway found this backpack, and it was inside, it was double bagged inside of 2 black like garbage bags. When they checked the DNA in this bag, they linked this DNA to Anna Lee Dedman Ramirez, who was one of the daughters and was 13 at the time, and a man named Russell Underhill. Now, this person named Russell Underhill, he lived at one of these properties that was owned by Roy Dedman, the father, and Connie Dedman, the mother, at the time of Asia Degree's disappearance. He lived at one of these houses. Now, this guy, Russell Underhill, he passed away in the year of 2004. Now, from my understanding, this guy, Russell Underhill, was somebody who was pretty much like living, like he was really messed up. Like, he couldn't talk. He was, you know, messed up in the head. He was pretty much like a grown man who was a child, you know, all messed up. I believe he might have fought in the war or something like that at one point. This guy was just pretty much fried and gone. But he did live in one of the properties owned by Roy Dedman, the father, okay? Now, more evidence. Last year, September 2024, a man came forward. He spoke to the Cleveland County Police, which is the department where they live. This is the county, okay? He claimed that the Dedman girls used to frequent house parties that they would attend in the mid-2000s. He said that Lizzie Grace Dedman Foster, who was the oldest of the 3 daughters, was at a party that he attended. She was in there getting drunk, you know what I'm saying, drinking and everything. He said that Lizzie was drunk and crying and said, "I killed Asia Degree." That's what she said. Then the other sister, her younger sister, Sarah Dedman, grabbed her by the head and told her to shut the F up. Just like that. That's what this man said. He came forward and he told the authorities this last year. He took a polygraph and he did pass this polygraph. Okay? Lizzie, the one who was drunk and running her mouth at the party, saying that she killed Asia Degree, she also took a polygraph and it came back that she was being deceptive about concealing information concerning Asia Degree's whereabouts. Now, the other sister who was at the party who grabbed her hair reportedly told the police that she would take a polygraph as well when they asked her at a later date. And to this day, from my understanding, Sarah has not took this polygraph. Now, who is this man who came forward? I don't know. Why did he wait 24 years to do this? Maybe it wasn't 24. I'm sorry. He came forward in 2024. This happened in 2020. In the year of 2020, Asia degree went missing. So they said in the mid 2000s. So maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know until, I don't know, 2006, 2008. I don't know the exact year. So he didn't hold on to it for 24 years, but it took too long, bro. But one thing, this guy, he broke Pale Voltron in the white community. He broke Pale Voltron. When white people form Voltron, they do not break it. They hold on to this information. They hold on to these lynchings, these murders, these drownings of black people for hundreds of years, tight-knit with the police department and city hall. They hold on to this within a whole community. This guy right here who came forward, he broke Pale Voltron. I don't know why he did it. Who knows? He may not even be alive anymore. I don't know what's up with him. But it is good he did this because we need to get to the bottom of this situation here. I would ask him why it took him so long. What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I know that these sisters are pretty stupid because you never take a polygraph test, people. I mean, even if you're 100% truthful, you still don't take a polygraph, okay? Because a polygraph does not know or cannot tell when you are right or wrong or lying or telling the truth. You could be 100% truthful and take a polygraph and fail it. That's why these things aren't admissible as far as putting people away. You know what I'm saying? They hold some weight, but they don't hold weight in court. If you're an innocent person, you don't take it. You don't take it, okay? If you're lying, whatever. But that's for the people who are innocent that are getting caught up in something possibly. Never take a polygraph. Don't do that. All people can say is, oh, you ain't take a polygraph. So anyway, people, on to it. Now, they issued a search warrant for this daughter, Lizzie's iCloud account. And when these detectives went in this iCloud account, they found messages between one daughter, Sarah, and the other daughter, Lizzie, whose iCloud account it was, talking about a shirt. And in these messages, one of the things they said is they think it's our shirt. It's not her shirt. Dad is probably going to be a huge suspect. Okay? Now, in documents, the police indicated that the text messages may be evidence of felony obstruction.
Why don't you own apartment buildings? Seriously, why don't you own these big apartment buildings? And I get it. You might be thinking right now, well, Tyler,
They also stated that if these three Dedmon girls actually abducted and killed Asia Degree, assistance had to come from the parents. They said that this was necessary. These girls couldn't have did this on their own. It had to be through the parents, okay? Of course, their father and their mother helped, okay? So they have all this stuff on these people. All these people are still alive, this whole family, except this one guy whose DNA was in that bag, in that book bag that belonged to Asia Degree. He's not related to them, but he passed away, okay? And people, for the record, Asia Degree did not know these white people. They had no type of relationship whatsoever. The families had no relationship at all.
Has been digging through these new search warrants. Jason, what is in these new documents?
Yeah, these three new warrants were released here today at the Law Enforcement Center in Cleveland County. Now, they call for the seizure and search of cell phones belonging to members of the Dedmon family. Now, you may remember that family was mentioned in warrants put out back in September. Their home also searched today. These warrants showing some text messages and communications between the family. In the fall of 2024, Cleveland County sheriffs carried out a series of search warrants on the home of Roy and Connie Dedmon. Deputies seized evidence, including green vehicles they say matched eyewitness descriptions of the last car Asia Degree entered in 2000. The warrants at the time listed the Dedmons and their three daughters as persons of interest. The new warrants released Tuesday call for the seizure and search of phones belonging to Roy Dedmon and his daughters Lizzie and Sarah. Now, Lizzie would have been 16 at the time of Degree's death. In the warrant, we see a text message from her to middle sister Sarah. It says, the theory is I did it, accident, covered it up. Sarah replies, no, Why would it be you? And another text from Sarah to Lizzie. Sarah says they think it's our shirt. It's not her shirt. Her mom said it wasn't hers. Sarah then adds, I don't remember that shirt. I'm scared though. Dad is probably going to be a huge suspect. In the last text referenced in the warrant, Lizzie tells Sarah, I mean, I want to do what Dad says. Later, Sarah texts, you don't want something we do or say impact him, but we also can't be living like this either. The warrants also share testimony from a friend of the Deadmans who came forward after their home was searched last year. He told detectives that he was at a house party in the 2000s when he overheard a, quote, heavily intoxicated Lizzie say she had killed Aisha Degree before being shushed by her sister Sarah. Now, I want to read for you one last section here of the warrant. This is from February 10th, 8 days ago. It says a detective here approached Lizzie Foster, asked her to take a polygraph test. She was asked whether she was concealing information, quote, and was found to be deceptive. Now, keep in mind, this warrant is basing information they've gathered so far. They are going to seize those phones of those family members, so we're expecting to see more coming out as this investigation continues. For now, though, here live in Cleveland County, Jason Puckett, W.E.B TV, on your side. That's bombs.
Okay, people, stick around to the end of this video because when you get some more of these details, you're going to just throw your phone. You're going to throw your phone at me. You're going to just throw your phone against the wall when you hear some more of the details in this situation. But this family here is very stressed out. They live a pretty good white American life. They have money. They do well for themselves. They got a lot to lose. They're stressed out because you never know when somebody may want to take vigilante justice. I mean, their blood pressure is up. They're getting sick. They're stressed. Now, people, we see one daughter, one of the daughters, right, who's in this situation. She has a Latino husband. I think he's Guatemalan, an ex-husband. She's not married to him anymore, but she has an ex-husband who is Guatemala. I believe he went back to Guatemala or something like that, or he may be in Puerto Rico. But I believe he's Guatemalan. But check this out, people. Lizzie, the one who admitted to killing Asia at the party, she's got a black husband, y'all. Yo, she got a black husband, y'all. This guy here, this guy right here, and check this out, people. He knows what happened, y'all. He knows what happened. They have text messages with this guy between him and his ex-wife. This man right here is where she gets her last name from, okay? I believe they have a biracial child as well. So this black man right here married this woman, and he knows he needs to be sent away also. He's in education. I guess they met because she was a teacher. I believe she's in real estate now, but she was a teacher, and he's like the principal at the school. Yeah, y'all. That's real. That's real. This one Lizzie, okay? You heard what she admitted to at this party. She killed Asia. She's got a black husband. So you can take a black child up out of here and still marry a black man. I know, y'all. I know, peoples. Don't throw your phone. Don't throw your phone, man. So you can look at this screen, and I'm going to just go ahead and take some time so you can read some of these messages between the black man, Foster, and Lizzie. Okay, this black husband here, who is her ex-husband now, but she still has his name. Okay, and when you look at these messages, it's pretty obvious that he knew about it.
Hell yeah.
He's going to face the music too. They calling him now. You know what I'm saying? He knew about it. Look at how he's trying to, you know, talk to her and reassure her. Check it out. He knew about it, y'all. What y'all think about that? So people, many of us knew that this was capable, but that's for the naysayers, you know, all those if, and but type Negroes who believe that these people aren't racist because of who they lay in the bed with. It's absolutely wild. I mean, I don't know. This goes on all the time. Some of these people say the most weird things because they don't understand race in America. This is what happens, okay? Somebody isn't a white supremacist due to their bed activities or because they decide to lay up with black men or black women. I'm telling you, most white Americans who are in these interracial relationships are racist, okay? Look at Lizzie here. You know what I'm saying? This guy she's with, oh yeah, he's the principal of the school though, professional guy. But she can do what she did and participate in it. And if not, no, they're all guilty, man. They're all guilty. They already admitted it. She already admitted it. She's with a black man. She could lay up with black men and have a black child, biracial child. But she can also take the life of a 9-year-old black child.
Now, Lizzie would have been 16 at the time of Degree's death. In the warrant, we see a text message from her to middle sister Sarah. It says, "The theory is I did it. Accident. Covered it up." Sarah replies, "No. Why would it be you?" And another text from Sarah to Lizzie. Sarah says, "They think it's our shirt. It's not her shirt. Her mom said it wasn't hers." Sarah then adds, "I don't remember that shirt. I'm scared, though. Dad is probably going to be a huge suspect." In the last text referenced in the warrant, Lizzie tells Sarah, "I mean, I want to do what Dad says." Later, Sarah texts, "You don't want something we do or say impact him, but we also can't be living like this either." The warrants also share testimony from a friend of the Deadmans who came forward after their home was searched last year. He told detectives that he was at a house party in the 2000s when he overheard a, quote, heavily intoxicated Lizzie say she had killed Aisha Degree before being shushed by her sister Sarah.
For anyone with dementia, do not drink warm water. Did you know that memory loss is not a condition of the mind?
People, I want to add something else to this story as well. There is a tenant who rents a house owned by the dad, the father here, okay? There's a tenant who rents a house owned by him. Now, last year, when they were doing these search warrants and all that other stuff, this tenant actually spoke to the police, okay? And he spoke to the police about 3 bedrooms at this place that he rents from the dad that are always padlocked. These doors in his house are just with these big padlocks on them, always locked up. He spoke to the police about this, which is something that appeared to be suspicious. Well, that tenant was found dead after that, just in the last year, people. His name is Jeffrey Spencer, 51 years of age, okay? This guy, Jeffrey Spencer, was found dead after speaking to the police, okay, about things that are going on in that house that he rents from the dad. So this is what they do, people. This is how they get rid of evidence. That's what they do. They push people. They push you. White people don't play around with this. They push you up out of here. You know what I mean? You want to break Pel Voltron, we're going to get you up out of here. That's what they do. Maybe this white family's white luck might have ran out a little bit. They are still getting a lot of white privilege with this case, with all the information there, because they're still walking around, people. You know what I mean? It's looking like this family are like serial killers of some sort. Or maybe the dad is a serial killer. The daughters got involved in it. They do things for him and stuff like that, family business. You know, I mean, what do y'all think?
So she's the type of child that would give you the shirt off her back. She never wanted anybody mad at her for anything. She wanted everybody to be her friend.
It was 20 years ago on Valentine's Day. Aisha Degree disappeared in the middle of the night. The 4th grader is believed to have left home in the hours just before dawn, walking out of her Fallston neighborhood near Shelby, North Carolina. Witnesses saw her walking along Highway 18 within a few miles of her home. A tipster reported she possibly got into a car. More than a year later, Aisha's backpack turned up at a construction site 30 miles away. It raised new questions, but yielded few clues about the missing girl's whereabouts.
For the 9 years that we did get to have her. And I do miss all the years, and it makes me sad for what I have missed. And I we look at O'Brien, and we can cut up with him. And she's always there. She's the first thing I think of when I get up in the morning, and the last thing I think of when I go to bed. So it's people think because they see us laughing, going to work. We never forget. I will never forget as long as I draw breath.
People, this is why you got to pay attention. You got to watch out for the youth and the adults, okay? And understand that white people move different than us in America, okay? Black people, yeah, we do kill for stupid reasons as well, but it usually has a story behind it, but it was stupid and it was wrong. Over money, over a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you know, stuff that makes no sense. Okay. And yeah, it goes down. But you got to understand, there are people, white Americans, who will just kill you for no reason, just because they want to, because they see an opportunity to possibly drink some blood or get money from organs or fulfill a need to an organization that they may be with. This is what happens, y'all. It's for real. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people out here running around like everything is all cool. Now you got to watch it. It's two Americas. They're two different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened here. You know, what do you think? Some people say that they might have hit her with a car and tried to cover it up, which I don't know if I really believe that. Some people think that they, you know, did this for organs or to fulfill, you know, some kind of a sacrifice. Who knows, man? Either way is wrong and crazy. And what I don't know is what this 9-year-old child was doing out walking in the early morning, y'all. We talking about 3, 4 in the morning in a storm with a book bag, 9 years of age. What's that all about, man? Yeah. This wasn't a planned situation. These people just seen her and said, okay, whatever. I don't know. But people, get in the comments. What do y'all think happened here, man? What do y'all think happened? Why do you think she was out walking around? Now, I know that's not the whole story. I do wonder why she was out. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't going to let that go down. But this is just a reminder to pay attention. It's different kind of people. This white family right here, they went on living their white life, living good, owning properties, businesses, assisted living facilities, state to state. You know what I'm saying? This is not a white trash family right here. And look at the secrets they holding on to. You have this woman here that teaches, probably has black children in her class, the age of this child right here, of Asia. Black husband, the other one, Latino husband. You know what I'm saying? Both divorced from them, but you see the black husband, he's supporting her. He knows about it, y'all. Anyway, people, get in the comments. Easy.
This is what happens to your body when you eat cheese. Watch this before eating.
Wow. Now
that's horrible.
Wow.
That 24 years, all this evidence, and nobody goes to jail. Nobody. So that baby. So this is my thing. Where was the family? Why is it when something goes down for black people, nobody in the family can take this child? Nobody in the family. We always got to give them white folk. Always. Don't we know about them? We don't know about these people yet. 24 years.
Why did they know why she left her house early?
Exactly. She's 9. Where was she going? Who? Somebody could have put her out. You know, being mean. Put her out, and she's walking in a storm.
I don't see them putting her out. I don't.
Honey, honey, you talking about these crackers? I don't care. Y'all see them as humans. I don't.
No, wait a minute.
The crackers. She was at the crackers' house. She's at the white folks' house.
At the white folks' house?
She was at the white folks' house. So why was she? Why did you put her out?
She was at the black folk house.
No, she was at the white folk. That was a foster parent. They were so-called foster kids or foster. She was with the white family. Oh. So they put her out. Who put her out? You put her out. You made her leave. She's walking out. She's 9. You got her walking in the rain. And then you go and tell your parents, you know, this is your story. Well, she ran away. So we went to get her. You know, you don't say something. You got to say something. So who was this man that was also in on it? They found his DNA. He dead. Then the other dude, he came up dead. Another dude told, 3 people came up dead. Messing with this case. But the police ain't getting nobody gonna come in. So one sister that failed the polygraph, nobody gonna, we gonna just ignore, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. 9-year-old dead. Oh well, she black. Who cares? Move forward. Move on with life. So this is why stuff happened to them. Because guess what? Every time you don't do what you're supposed to do, karma happens. Karma always happens. Always.
Wow.
But my thing is, you have family. Why your family couldn't take them? Why do we always have to send our babies to white folk?
Exactly.
And we know what they're gonna do to them. Just like them kids, they adopted them 3 kids, or was it 3 or 5? and they had them as slaves.
Yeah.
They was send them to the neighbor's house, and they clean up for the neighbors.
Mm.
And then one neighbor family told. But how long was they doing that?
Exactly.
Them folk don't come off cold too often.
Mm-hmm.
Not too often.
Mm.
Maybe one every now and then.
Wow, that's hurtful. Now, what city are they in? Do we know what city they're in?
I don't think so.
I know they're in North Carolina, but I don't know the city. Because I would like to reach out to the parents and ask what the hell's going on. Because them crackers know. There's enough evidence from what I just saw.
Oh, it's enough evidence for somebody to be arrested.
Exactly.
Somebody, a whole couple, few somebodies. So they're gonna wait till everybody die and then say, "Well, we ain't got no case." That's all it is. Because where's the one man who said he's heard them talking about it at the party that she killed a little girl?
Yeah,
Where he at?
He dead, ain't he?
No, they didn't say he died yet.
I thought that was the dude that was dead.
That was the other dude, the retarded dude. That was the retarded dude. Ain't no telling. No.
9 years old and gone. Lord knows what they did to that girl.
Ain't no telling, honey. Ain't no telling. She 9. That one black folk thought white folk was their friend. Her said she think it's Kansas. I don't remember. Could have been.
Well, we gotta find out because something need to be done with that. There's no way that bullshit should be able to continue for going on for this long.
This long. Ain't no black folks saying nothing. They don't care. Black folk ain't saying nothing.
That little girl deserved more than what she got. She deserved more. It's something we got to say. It's like our people get mistreated just from walking down the fucking street.
Yep.
Some point we got to be able to say enough is enough. Enough. Yep. You're not going to mistreat me. You just not going to do it.
Nope.
You're not going to do it. If it means I got to break your ass, I'm going to break your ass because you're not going to. And this is something that we got to know and understand. It's like, who's speaking for this little girl?
Nobody, not her mammy. Nobody. That's what's wrong. We don't stand up for each other. We'll know something like, and then they'll go, well, what's my child? Oh, well. And we move forward until it's yours. And then you want somebody to go all out for more.
No, this is not good. And there's no way that we're in 2025 and we should be allowing this bullshit to go on.
That's right.
There's just no way. At some point, people gonna have to pay a price for fucking around us. These motherfuckers are gonna have to pay a price for mistreating us, for killing us, for doing us wrong. They gotta pay a fucking price. Justice can't sleep forever. And goddamn it, I'm tired of it fucking sleeping. I'm just being 100% real. I'm tired of it fucking sleeping. It's just, Damn. 9 years old, walking down the street in the fucking
at
store.
night. What, 10 or 11? It was late.
Yeah.
When she should have been asleep.
Exactly.
But this is what happens. We don't ever cover. We don't protect each other. They've taught us well. They've taught us well.
Exactly. I want to take this time to welcome Patron Gold to the program. Peace and blessings, Queen. We're glad that you're with us. Gregory Calloway, peace and blessings. We're glad that you're with us. Sandra D, peace and blessings. We're glad that you're with us. Let's see who else. William Bell, peace and blessings. We're glad you're with us. I know. What's up? That's right. Forecast, peace and blessings, bro. We are glad you are with us. Yes. And Maya, peace and blessings. We're glad that you're with us.
Earth Angel, right?
Yep, Earth Angel, peace and blessings. We are glad that you're with us, Queen. And we people gonna do to you only what you allow. It's just that simple. Only what you allow. You allow them to keep killing you or keep fucking you over, keep mistreating you. You keep letting them do it.
Yep.
They're gonna do it, and they're gonna do it with a smile.
Yep, faithfully.
Because you allow it.
Yep.
And it's time for us to flush the damn toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't keep allowing this stuff to go on. We just can't. This is a prayer that I'm going to play in this next video. And I want us to just listen to it and go and think how this shit is programming our mind.
Yep.
To be other than who we should be. See, you got to understand the role, the reason.
Yes.
Why the enemy gave you his Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand it. You got to understand it. Because we are missing the point. They'll turn you against your own self.
Yep. And that's what they've done.
You don't even recognize who you should be. You don't even recognize. Committing treason to ourselves. And for what? And for what? So a damn cracker could tell you, good job, you my friend.
Yep, a biscuit. Yep.
We got to wake up and understand. Allah says, you may forgive them, but I will never forgive them.
Nope.
See, you and your weakness, you scared to hate your enemy who hates you. You got to have a perfect hatred. A perfect hatred. And ain't a damn thing wrong with you hating them. Ain't nothing wrong with it. A perfect hatred. You better wake up and understand. Because we are committing treason.
Yep.
On our own. We're committing treason on our own. Now, I'm going to get this video up and share, and we're just going to go over it. Because some of y'all be thinking, oh, this is an innocent prayer. This shit ain't innocent. This ain't innocent.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Maurice? We must have lost Maurice. But like he said, until we learn and understand who we dealing with, things will never change. No matter what. If we don't get busy and understand and start educating our own children, just like when Trump said something about that segregation, I'm glad. I hope and pray he do it. We should have been separated from them. But white crackers got to tell you to separate. Got to tell you, no, I want to be around you no more, for you to move, for you to get it. I don't care who said it. As long as we get and understand that it's time for us to grow and it's time for us to build. It is time for us to take care of us. It's time for us to educate our own children. Stop always thinking that being around them is the best thing ever. It's not. Because they will never change. They have never changed. Just like they used to look at you when you hanging that, when they hung that body up, they used to look and smile. They do that now. But just like they went in we went in captivity, they going. It's written. They going. They getting ready. They getting ready to get their wake up call right now, and people don't understand it. They getting it now. I ain't never seen so many white folk crying in my life till this year. I ain't never seen them cry about somebody they put in office. I'm just laughing. I ain't never seen it, but I'm enjoying it.
Hey, are you going to be out there on April the 5th with the white folks?
I got to count some sand at the beach.
Right.
I'm gonna be counting sand on the beach. I'm gonna be mopping up the water on the beach. I ain't got time to mess these crackers. I'm going to count me some sand on the beach. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be busy. Okay,
I feel you. I feel you on that.
I'm just saying that's not my fight. I ain't got nothing. Look,
No.
I don't give a dang on what y'all do, but I do believe that we're gonna have a civil war. But it's not gonna be between us. It's gonna be between them and each other. Just like that civil war back in the day, they were fighting each other.
Right.
Now, black folk got into it because they thought they was gonna be free, right?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't getting in this one. Let them do them. Let them fight them. Y'all sit down, have a seat, get some popcorn, and mind your business. Yeah, patron.
Yes, yes, ma'am, patron. Sit your black ass down.
Okay. What Earth say? When we integrated with them, we had to give up a part of ourselves. Yes, we did. We had to.
What do we say on the show?
Huh?
What do we say? What do we say on the show, Sister Cass?
What you say?
What do we say? Fuck all white people. But they bullshitting. You know they bullshitting.
Hey, who cares? I ain't got nothing to do with it. I won't be out there. And anybody black that go out there, they're gonna die.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down somewhere and mind your business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Right. Just like what Earth say. She said, I've been doing my little experiences. Again, that's how my brain works. Every black person I've met, depending on who, them white folk. Y'all better leave them people alone. Those are not humans. They'll turn on you. They just like, what dog was that? The Doberman pictures that used to turn on you. That's who they are. They'll turn on you in a minute and eat your arm off. But y'all leave them people alone. Those are not humans.
White folks are weak as fuck, mediocre at best.
They weak. They ain't had no nothing. They're not smart at all.
Look, they don't
stay out of that mess. Yep, it ain't our fight. You're right, Willie. He said it's not our fight. It's not. But you know, you're gonna have a couple coons out there, and it's okay. Let them do this. Those are the ones that we can't trust. Those are the ones that we need to, we need to mute your mic, Isaiah. Those are the ones that we need to, keep your eye out on. Know that we can't trust them. We can't trust everybody. No. Seriously.
But check this out. In the 1800s, white folk got 260 million acres of land for free.
For free. But they don't want to give you nothing.
No, wait. Hear me out. Free cows, free farming equipment, free seeds, going to school to learn how to farm, and they still fuck it all up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But let them give to black folk. My thing is, if we had stayed separated and put our monies into our own, it would have been better than theirs. Mm-hmm. We had just come out of slavery, so we really did. I mean, because if you look at it, if we built up neighborhoods, we built our own communities from nothing when we came out of slavery,
right?
And we got money now.
In record time,
we have money now. So what do you think we can do now? We have to get our mind, our psyche right. Because you hear black folks say, "We ain't got no money." I'm like, dude, they ain't had no money back then, but they made whole communities. They bought land. They put their monies together. That's what they did. Black Wall Street was not built on voting. It was built on them pulling their monies together. And they built something out of nothing. And they didn't have a whole lot of money. And you know what you got now? You got $1.2 trillion right now, black folk, nationwide. We got $1.2 trillion. And you mean to tell me that's not enough money to build something? Then you guys don't know how to save money. You don't know how to put monies together. There's land out here in America, so much land. If you want to be in America, so much land here in America that you could actually buy. And you could build from that, pulling your monies together, putting security around it first. Okay. Like they didn't do back in, Black Wall Street. They didn't have no security because they didn't know what they was dealing with. Them crackers had been around them all the time. But you have to understand, you can't deal. You got to deal with them the way, you got to always have some kind of protection with them. Because from what I read, a lot of cities back in the day who had weapons, a lot of folks didn't get hung, and I wonder why. Because they weren't playing with them crackers. You come over here, you're gonna die, and them crackers knew it. When you got the gun in your hand, them crackers act totally different. When you got the gun in your hand, those crackers act totally different.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Freedmen Bureau and the Freedmen Bank, after all of that money was accounted for and that black people were putting their money together, white folks stole.
They stole their money.
Yep. Yeah, but
that's why
like
you don't
$40
have no
million.
white bank. Why you give me your money?
$40 million. What's $40 million in today's money since 1860? That's what I want to know.
Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Now you mean to tell me black folk we can't do nothing with that kind of money? You mean to tell me we can't buy land up? You mean to tell me we can't build our own communities? You mean to tell me that we can't build our own stores, community stores? You mean to tell me we can't build our own schools? Come on, you guys. Y'all stop. I hate when black folk make excuses. Stop making excuses. Long as y'all be around white folk, you okay. No matter how they treat you, you good. As soon as you talk about being free, it's a problem. We can't. Y'all go to singing the We Can't song.
Right.
But we can. And we better. Real soon. Because what's coming down the pipe, you're going to need something.
I mean, like you were saying on the show previous, everything coming full circle. And,
everything right now.
Right. So evil always destroys itself in the end, and they don't even know it. You know what I mean? And they're so full of pride, but we know what our ancestors said: pride comes before the fall. So, where is it, Sister Cassie, in the Bible where they say white folk will be latching onto us?
Latching onto us? I hope not. I don't want nobody latching on to me. I don't want none of them latching on. Because if they try to latch, I'm going to move my arm out the way. Don't latch over me now. I'm going to move. So they know not to reach over here. You know how, don't even try, because I'm going to move my, I don't know what you latching on over here for.
Get your shitty ass on.
I know Joel 3 talks about they will go into slavery the same way we went into slavery. They going.
Oh, yeah.
I do believe that. And people, I know people don't read the Bible, but a lot of revelations coming true right now. If you read 13, 12, and 13, 14, the 11, 12, and 13 chapter, it's coming true now. People don't understand that. Y'all can say who wrote the Bible. I don't give a dang on what y'all say. But my thing is, if you read it and you can look at stuff coming true, what's that telling you? If you can see the prophecies coming forth, are you serious? And you're gonna say you don't believe in it? Don't. That's up to you.
Do you believe that we're in the last 7 years of this revelation, or and when did
I believe that now it's time for us to separate, and I do believe that if we don't, we're gonna be. And if you stay here, and you're going to get that punishment that they give. He's separating us for a reason. I do believe that. But if you don't separate and you married to him, or you mixing and mingling with him, you're friends with him, and you just gonna stay here, you're gonna die right here with them. Because America getting ready to get real bad. Because I do believe it is Babylon. America's getting ready to get real bad real soon. If you guys don't have savings, or I don't want to say savings, but if you've not invested in different things that we've talked about on here, like Bitcoin, XRP, you've not invested to recreate your own wealth, you guys gonna be in trouble. And a lot of black folk don't even know about the wealth. They don't even understand about the wealth. But it should be your business to find out. When we're talking about XRP, make it your business to go and find out. You got a lot of traders out here talking about XRP, how to do a Coinbase, and I think you say cranking. You got a lot of places to get it, and if you're not investing in it, I don't know what to tell you. Because let's
talk about crypto for a minute, because I think the day before or 2 days before, you were telling me about XRP, and it was at 50 cents a share, everybody. Not 50 cents a share, a coin. And I listened to Sister Cassie.
I'm just saying.
And I bought my little bit of coins, and it tripled. But now it had fallen back to like $2, almost $2.16.
But that's still up. Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to Sister Cassie for that one, and we're gonna be making a hell of a lot more.
Man, now I keep adding on. You guys keep adding on. It ain't about me. Somebody told me, and I followed suit. Because I had it way back when they was taking them to court or something. I had money in it then, and they stopped, allowing us to buy it. But that didn't matter to me. I just left it in there. I didn't move it. But then when they was allowed to buy it, I just bought like crazy. You have to invest when it's time. Not even just XRP. You can buy money. You can do the root here. You can buy money. You can buy other countries' money, and when they revalue it, you get money from that. It's different ways of investing, you guys. But don't just sit there and do nothing. If we're telling you about stuff like this, go and do your own research. Stop waiting around till white folk tell you. White folk tell you something, you run out and do it. Stop doing that. I'm serious. Stop doing that. That's not good. Right. That's not good because they ain't gonna tell you nothing until it's over with. It's gonna be too late for you to do anything about it. Then you go out there, But no, America's getting ready to go into some real serious issues, and these people. I believe April 5th is going to be a start of something. It's going to be a start of something. April 5th. I do believe that between them, not between us. You just black folks sit down, stay out of their way, let them fight. I don't care if they tearing each other heads off. Sit down. You ain't got nothing. Oh, that's my best friend Becky. Sit your ass down.
Sit your black head down.
You ain't got nothing to do with that. Because if it was you, honey, Becky would see your head and your children's head get knocked off like they was looking at our kids dying, and nobody said anything, right? Nobody said one word, but then they begging black folk to come out there. We're not coming out there. We're not. And see, this is new for black people. We've never been like this. So this is showing you that the wheels is turning. This is showing you what's coming right now. They're done. Whether you know it or not, they are done. He gonna let them kill each other off.
All right, there you
Might
go.
be a couple that, like you said, latch on, but they ain't none latching on to me because I'm gonna let them fall. I'm just saying. Don't even come over here trying to latch on because I'm not latching.
The only way they are surviving is because of us.
It's because of us. It's because of us. That's the only reason they survive. It's because of us.
Man, for everybody, right? Let me say this right quick. For everybody in the chat, please go to my YouTube channel, W.E.B of Lies and Deceit. And I did a show last night in regard to what Brother Maurice was talking about and whether or not Negro is an appropriate title. But if you go there, it's a 5-hour video. You might want to take a break here, break there.
Oh, you did a 5-hour video?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. In order to try to be as complete as I can. You know me. I am very thorough. With your book, your 120 page book. How many hours do you spend? We spent damn near 4 hours.
I was like, oh, he gonna go. I thought you was gonna take a couple pages. Yeah, bro, I went through the whole book. I was like, oh my God, we're doing the whole book.
Yeah, you know me by now. I like being thorough. And when I tell you guys that check out her book, A Mother's Love, is really good. It's available on Amazon. And check out the interview I did with Sister Kathy on my YouTube channel. It moved me because, she was using the very power of God. I am that I am. And she recognized that, and that some frequency, some vibration, something other godly, or however you say it, right? She knew she was going to get that house. There's no if, there's no and, there's no but. She didn't know how it would happen, but she believed that it would happen. And if you don't have faith, believing and knowing is part of that.
Yeah.
She believed it, and then it came into existence. Mm-hmm. And that's the power of manifestation. Start here, then you speak it into existence, and then you take the actions necessary to bring it into fruition. So hats off to you, sister, and I'm looking forward to the workbook that you did not tell me about, but
it's out there. It's out there too. It's out there, yeah.
Right. So when you're ready to do it, I'm gunning. So,
well, Sandra says, I like the tangible silver and gold. Yeah, I bought a lot of silver at the time. It was only $20. I think silver's up at $40. So yeah, you can buy silver.
Yeah.
And the digital money is here. Yes, look at all. And T, welcome. Says, look at all the storms. Yes, earthquakes and even the animals turning on these. Yep, they are. I'm telling you guys have to understand, stay woke. You have to look and see, you have to see the sand. You got to see the footprints in the sand. You can't just, okay, I don't believe that and close your eyes. Okay, you're gonna miss it. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
The
But
children
also,
are bound to be professors. What are you saying, Earth?
yeah, the children are bound to be professors. I'm going to assume it's the. He left out, or she left out the T.
Yeah.
But be aware, guys, everything you eat, they're killing us. And the
Yes,
food,
be very.
and the
Hey, wait a
air.
minute. Did you guys see the commercial, the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial?
Oh,
Are they?
yes.
Y'all, come on now. Come on, you guys. We have to understand what's really going on. You have to understand, you guys, we've been eating people for a long time. And I mean, I remember when they said it about McDonald's, I stopped eating there. But we have to understand these people are terrible, because I don't eat out as much now because the food gotten so salty. I can't. It's so salty.
Right.
It's almost
Right.
like you putting a pile of salt on your food and you eating it. I can't eat
Yeah.
it like that. I'm serious. We have to stop. Because I know when
Well,
when I go to Africa, food tastes totally different. Then when I come back, it's a totally different again. Oh, that man, we need to show that commercial. I'm gonna try to pull it up, you guys. We need to pull that commercial up. I swear we do. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's called the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
Sister Kathy and everybody, check this out. I just seen on X this lab. They took excuse me. They took out the McDonald's French fries and put it under the microscope.
Mm-hmm.
It had all kind of fibers in it, bugs in it. When you break it open and you can see it under the microscope, you can't see it with the naked eye. But from what I'm hearing, from what I heard, I do believe it, that human flesh is being used in the burgers.
I'm telling you that this is what I'm getting ready to show you. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up, you guys. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
So Bill Gates and Fauci, they just done over the last 5 years, they just done killed 150 million people
Of
worldwide, if
course,
not
they
more,
and got away with it too.
and got away with it, right?
And got away with it.
So that should tell you, white folk don't give a damn.
Nope, they don't. Seriously, they don't.
As long as they got their Rolls Royce and their mansion and their food, you know what I mean? They don't give a
I'm
fuck
gonna
about
try to
you.
pull it up here. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I don't know if they'll let me or not. Let me see here. Just want to go over it. If you guys have not seen it, it's wild. Let me try. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up.
Is it a vaccinated chicken or what?
You finna see this. You finna see this. Let me see. I share, but I'm gonna go entire screen and my audio. I'm gonna be able to hear it. You know how I am with this stuff. Now, if I play it, you guys can't hear. Put it in the chat, okay? Let's see here, you guys. Let's go up here. Can you guys see it at least? Okay, let me see. Are you guys there? Can you see it?
No, you got to bring on your.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing it again. Let's see. Share my screen. Entire screen. I don't know if I should be able to do it. I hope so, you guys. Let's try it again. See if I can do it. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. You guys hear it?
No,
No?
not yet. No.
You can't hear it now? Okay. I don't know how to do it. Let me see. Screen is coming.
Yeah, go down to your the bottom of the screen where you're gonna see mute, stop camera settings, and present. Click on present.
And Well, it's supposed to be showing. Because if I do present, that means it stops. It's going to stop showing it, right?
No, no. Click present. Click present, and
Yeah.
then go to share screen. So you're going to be sharing your screen.
Right. That's what I was trying to do, but it's
You see it at the bottom? It's got slide,
right.
video
Yeah.
file,
It's present.
image
Yeah, I
file.
did that. Now share
Okay,
screen,
and then
right?
click
Hit
this,
that.
and then
Okay.
click
And then
share screen, and then they're going to come up. Screen sharing tips. Well, you don't need to do that. And
and
here,
then
here is, here's then once you
okay.
get past the sharing screen, you're going to see a little box that says allow StreamYard to see your screen. Then you go down to the window and click entire screen
Okay.
and then allow. So you can
And you see
see,
something now
okay,
or no? No?
no, no.
Oh Lord, I don't know how to do it, y'all. I don't know how to do it, you guys. It's not working for me.
So
No,
you can
thank
see
you.
my screen. My screen is showing.
Well, why don't you try it and see if you can get it up? If I send it to you, maybe you can do it
Okay,
because it's
yeah,
not letting
send it
me
to me
pull
on,
it up at all.
right,
Let
send
me
it to
stop
me on
sharing.
WhatsApp.
Okay, let's see if I can do it. But you guys, man, I'm telling you, just showing you what we're really eating. I mean, we have to understand a lot of people are coming up, missing and dead, and those people, where are those bodies at? That's what we have to understand. I'm gonna share it right now. I guess we lost Brother Maurice, huh?
Yeah, look like it.
Who did lost him?
Oh, he got tired. He went to sleep.
No.
I'm sleeping.
No. Okay. That's crazy.
Did you send it?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it right now.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go to your WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, go to my website because I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it over there to yours. I don't know if this is the one. Hold on, let me go back. This is crazy. Okay, I just sent it. I don't know which one this is, so I don't know. I just sent it to you. I don't know if this is. I'm gonna mute myself so I can see which one I just sent you. You see it? I just sent it to you. You see it?
Hold on. On your WhatsApp, right?
I sent it to you. Yeah, yours. Look at yours. I
No,
sent.
yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on.
you guys be careful what you're eating. You know, I don't eat out a whole lot right now, and this is the reason why. Because I know what they're trying to do. If you know somebody's trying to hurt you through the food, let's not do it.
Yeah. I don't see it.
You don't see it.
Mm-mm.
I did it twice. I just can't pull it up. You see it now?
Hey, hold on. What did you put in the search box to look it
KFC
up?
shocking. The KFC ad. KFC commercial.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. KFC commercial.
Yep. KFC commercial 2025. So you can get the newest one.
2025. Okay, hold on.
You guys can put it up if you want to. It just shows it's just
It was
very
was
huh?
it they got some guy holding another guy?
A chicken or whatever it is. Here, I'm gonna try to show a little bit of it here. And I hold on, you guys. I don't know why it won't show on my thing. And then I have it on my earphone, so I don't know. It won't show on my
Does it say not everyone wants to join KFC gravy cult?
That might
Is
be
that
it.
it?
Try that and see. I don't know.
Oh,
Mine didn't say
okay.
that. It was like KFC shocking ad, human dipped in gravy. That's what mine says. Human dipped in
Okay.
gravy.
Yeah, it's not a video. I don't see a video. It just has
It's not a video. It should be a video. Yeah.
on mine. No, it's not. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Starting with KFC.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. I hope this is it. Hold on. Let me see it for a minute.
Oh wow, really Earth. That's crazy. That's why I'm saying y'all better be careful what y'all eating. I'm serious.
Is that it?
Be very careful. Did you send it to me?
No, I'm showing it on my
Oh, he said he
share
can't get
screen.
back
Hold on.
on.
Can you see it? They
He
got
said he
people
can't get
climbing
back on.
down from the trees.
Hold on, let me see if I need to send him a link. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold on. I don't know. Maurice said he can't get back on. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why too. Can anybody see the video
Huh.
on my shit? No?
Nope, I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they stopped the live or what. Yes,
yeah.
of a human being. Yes, that one. Yeah, my yes.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay. So he said, yeah, no. Okay. I want to. Maybe I can give him an invite. Maybe. Are we still live, you guys? Maybe they cut the live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Are we still live? Because Maurice said he can't get back on. I'm just gonna go into it and see if we still live or what's going on here. Yeah, we still on. Okay. Okay. It's saying we still live. Okay. I guess maybe I should send him. How you get locked out your own video? Boy, YouTube is a mess. They are a mess and a half.
Yeah,
These people are
I
terrible.
got the videos playing, but I don't know if everybody can see it.
No, we can't because I don't see it.
You don't see it? Or maybe
No. So I think maybe he might be the only one that can share it. Maybe.
Well, I shared my screen before on his
Okay.
show.
Yes, we said we will. Willie said we are still live. Well, I try to send him. Hold on. Let me see if I can send this to him and share it with him. See. Maybe I'll send him the. Hold on. This is crazy. I don't understand how you could do that.
Beyond
Why are they
crazy.
kicking you out of your own live? That's crazy. That'll make no sense to me. These people, they'll call our hate stuff.
They're called what now?
Oh man, he's trying to get on, but we can't put him on. Maybe we can put the link in the chat. Maybe
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna try to put the link in the chat. Maybe.
I guess it is in the chat. I don't know. No, it's not allowing me to post it.
Oh wow, really? Oh Lordy, this is crazy. I'm gonna see. Is that let me? Did it let me do it?
No.
Dang, I could see it on my phone, but it's not letting me put it in. That's crazy. I never seen nothing like this in
It's
my
the white
life.
man. It's the white man.
You stupid. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Hey, Nicole. Welcome.
All righty,
A little bit late, baby girl. A little bit late. You all good.
Copy the address. I'm gonna see if I can
No,
copy it
but
over
I'm
here.
hungry. Can't see you.
No, can't see you, bro. Dang. Yep. Comment. It won't even let us post a comment like that.
Right, no.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's all good. It happened. You just got to keep rolling with the punches.
Let's see.
So, it's going to be all good.
Um.
Yeah, one of the individual seeds, Earth. No, we were just talking about
Can you?
who, the name of the show, Nicole, or the subject of the show was the so-called American Negro. Who are you really? And I got into it a little bit about Negro land, which I explained and talked about on my show last night. That Negro is not or was not a bad word until it became later talked about, and that the Africans outside of the black Jews of Spain and Portugal who were kicked out by the black king and queen, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, uh, wreaked havoc with those Jews by the hundreds of thousands, and they were transported from Israel to the west coast and from Spain and Portugal to West Africa and San Tome and eventually to the Americas. These Jews were known as crypto Jews, Morisco Jews, the list goes on. And the fact of the matter is that these people were the ones who were sent from West Africa due to the Manuelian order of the king and queen of Spain and Portugal, and King Jao or John and other people from Spain were involved in that. So yeah, if you want to check that out, please go to my YouTube channel WMB of Lies and Deceit, and you're going to see my video. It's 5 hours long. I really go into it as much as I can with proof and evidences as to what happened and where did the name Negro come from. And it was from a Hebrew soldier and eventual head rabbi of a village called the Negro village in Portugal. And the normal, so I don't want to say no, I don't want to slight it, but the African did not start to use it or was not used on those Africans until after 1550, 60, somewhere around there. So before that, it was only applied to black Jews. And I hate saying black Jews because it's going to make it look like and sound like there's white Jews and they don't exist. So if you're interested, please go to my YouTube, WMB of Lies and Deceit. You're going to see that video. And like I said, it's 5 hours long. But I proved that Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand were black. It was not a white on black crime. It was a black on black crime based in religion. The king of Spain and Portugal were Catholic. They wanted to take over the prosperous Jews that were making
Well,
all
we're
the
not
money.
gonna do that the whole night. We're gonna let her
Hold on.
catch up on it because we're getting ready to end it now.
Yeah.
Nicole, you just have to do the rerun. I mean, replay it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna let her do that instead of us just going over the whole show again.
Yeah.
I guess this is it. Unless you guys have anything else in the comments you guys want to say. Maurice is stuck. He can't get in. He can't get back in. So if you guys don't have anything else, we're gonna just end right here, and we'll be back next Sunday, same time, same place. You already know what to say, right, Isaiah?
Right. Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope you guys
As
enjoy
always,
the show.
let me thank for all of the people who are here.
Yeah.
Earth, Nicole, Sandra. I'm just gonna go Brother Willie, Patron Valerie. What's up, baby? And I think that's it. Yeah. Brother Willie.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you guys for
And
coming.
right. So, and
Come
don't
on back
forget, and
next
Sandra
Sunday.
D, E.T. Ampoule, and I want to make sure I get everybody in. Brother Willie, I think I said that. Gregory Calloway, thank you. And Realm in the Bush, thank you. Uh, and did I mention William Bell? If not,
Yep,
I
you
am
did.
saying it now. Oh, okay. Uh, so Earthman. Yeah. So Realm in the Bush, just in case forecast radio. Love you guys. Thank you for coming on. And we're gonna be up and out. And always remember, as we always say, you kill a nigga and you and I'll kill a nigga and me and our God shall reign supreme. We are black first today, tomorrow, and forever. And for the next 24/7, baby, 365, stay black and fuck all white.
Peace, family.
Oh, yeah, Valerie too. I don't ever. Yeah, I'm absent man. Maybe I did, maybe I did. I don't. But for everybody in the chat, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Peace.
Okay, can you hit? Can you end it?
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
okay. No, here we go. Here we go.
You got it.
No, maybe that's on the on the end of oh, here we go. Oh, we just closed it out. Hold on, just close it out. Maybe just close it out. Okay, here we go. See y'all next week.